In Allentown, 17 in the city, 19 in Trenton, 23 in the city, and 28 in Dover, Delaware. Gotta wear the heavy coat as you head outside. We do have what looks like a band of snow showers moving in. I warned you about this yesterday, but I have to say it's fighting off a lot of dry air. So right now you may be getting some of those flurries south of the city. We're not really getting anything else at this point, but we'll see if when this moisture moves through, you get a snow shower coming in. Overall, that's just an early morning event that's coming through. We could see a snow shower around later today, but the daytime is really mostly just dry. It's pretty cloudy. You get some breaks of sun to the north, a lot more clouds to the south, and it's colder than yesterday. The real event that we've been talking about, that big winter storm, that or winter weather that's coming our way tonight and into tomorrow, that doesn't happen until very late tonight. So at 8 o'clock, it's cloudy, 31. At lunchtime, it's 34. At 4 o'clock, you're at 36. At 8 o'clock, it's 33, Matt. Can't rule out a snow shower, but the real mess comes late tonight and into tomorrow morning.
It's halftime, we're losing.
Listen, Aliana, when people come up to you and tell you to take off your shirt, I don't think it's about superstitions. Not like that. Just keep it on. It's okay. But I like the new math that you gave us to show we're going to win. All right, everybody, let's talk about the next big thing in the weather. We've got a parade of storms. Now, you know I like a parade, not this kind of parade. Parade of storms over the next 2 weeks coming up. Let's just take a look first at the chances of precipitation. So tonight and into tomorrow, we've got a storm. We've got one on Saturday night as well, and it looks like we've got a good chance to get one on Tuesday. If I were to pull this out even beyond, I think every couple of days we've got a chance for a storm coming our way. So lots of chances coming our way. The first couple of them look to be like a wintry mess, not necessarily a snowstorm coming your way. So here's a look at Storm Tracker showing, and I mentioned this yesterday, that we may get a band of snow coming through. This is fighting off a lot of dry air. So it's coming across as a couple flurries right now. We'll see if the atmosphere moistens up and we get a snow shower. But at this point, the best chance for that would probably be near or south of the city. You see that band kind of pressing towards the area. But again, a lot of it's virga, just kind of evaporating in the atmosphere until it gets soaked up. But here's what to expect today. It's a lot colder than yesterday when we hit 36 degrees for your high today, and feels a little colder than that, even though the wind's light. We have flurries or a snow shower around today, but not a big deal. The big deal happens late tonight. It is much colder than yesterday's high of 50 and a lot lighter winds. Yesterday we had some 40-mile-an-hour gusts. That doesn't happen, but it's enough of a breeze to give us wind chill factors. So even though the temperature's at the freezing mark, right now wind chills are just in the low 20s. Even this afternoon, a lot of clouds, some peaks of sun, but the wind chill will keep it feeling like it's around 33. So a big change from yesterday, and a lot of clouds in place as well. Okay, now let's talk about the storm coming our way. So it happens late tonight. Although you could get a snow shower today, the real event starts pretty late tonight. This is a look at 11 o'clock at night, and we see some snow and ice developing, especially south of the city. Then we watch in the overnight hours, 3:30 in the morning, when we're here getting ready to prepare for the morning broadcast. We're going to see some rain to the south with snow and ice everywhere else. But by the time most people are waking up and headed out on the road, let's say 7 o'clock in the morning, it's raining in South Jersey and Delaware, and even along I-95 at 7 a.m. you're starting that changeover, and it's starting to be rain along I-95 there too. So the bigger issues remain north and west, where it stays icy at 9 o'clock in the morning. Even your northwest suburbs, it's just raining, but it's icy in the Lehigh Valley before it kicks out here at 11 o'clock. And we all dry out. So here's what you can expect. Snow and ice develop tonight, so watch for that, especially late tonight and into the overnight hours. A messy morning commute, especially northwest of I-95. I think south of I-95, you get that changeover to rain pretty early. It ends as rain by midday tomorrow. And here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. It's cold today. Watch for that snow shower around, but 36 for your high. A lot of clouds, some peaks of sun. Tomorrow morning, we've got the AccuWeather alert for that morning mix changing to rain. The afternoon is drier with a high of 44. Friday, bright and breezy with temperatures in the low 40s. Saturday, we do it again with a late day wintry mix. It's snow and ice changing to rain late on Saturday, 36. Sunday, the clouds break for Super Bowl Sunday. It's 40. Goes hand in hand, but I think we'll both be dealing with the issues tomorrow with that wintry mess coming our way. today, and it's not entirely dry out there today either. So let's get you ready for the day. Get the kids ready for the bus stop this morning. You got to wear the heavy coat, not like yesterday. At time of pickup, it's about 31 degrees, but that wind chill's around 24. So it's a big change from yesterday. You could have a flurry or a snow shower around, especially south of the city. At drop-off time, it's 36. The wind chill about 33. So even in the afternoon, forget the high of 50 we had yesterday. It's just in the 30s out there. And the wind's not much. I mean, yesterday we had these huge wind gusts. Right now we've got about a 12-mile breeze, but it's just enough to give you a wind chill factor. In fact, feeling like the low 20s right now in the city, but only feeling like the teens in Trenton and Doylestown, in Allentown. So wear that heavy coat, maybe even the gloves out there. Now, it looks as if we've got snow showers moving right into our region, and we could see a snow shower, but right now there's a lot of dry air eating away at this. So it's coming across as some flurries here and there, but we're watching for the chance for a snow shower once that atmosphere moistens up a little bit. That's not the big event we're talking about. That happens late tonight. In the Lehigh Valley today, mostly cloudy, 33. In the city, cold with an isolated snow shower around, and 36. A few snow showers possible south of the city, so you may see it at the shore, and a high there also about 36 degrees. But it's late tonight. Maybe 10, 11 o'clock, Matt, when that real wintry mix starts today. We'll talk about that in a second, but I want to focus on the bigger issue, which is the storm timeline for tonight and into tomorrow. So from 10 p.m. tonight to 1 a.m. So it happens really late tonight that we get this icy mix. That's when the precipitation arrives from the southwest to the north and east. It's briefly snow. You get maybe a coating of snow or so before changing to ice through the region. Now, during the morning commute, if you live along I-95, the immediate suburbs, areas to the south, you do have a changeover to rain during the morning commute. It starts from the south, then that changeover rises to the north. If you're in the Lehigh Valley or the Poconos, that's where it stays icy, and a bigger issue for you tomorrow. It all exits the ice and rain between 10 p.m. and 1 p.m., 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. tomorrow. So just after the morning commute into about lunchtime is when you start to dry things out. Let's show you what that looks like on Future Tracker. So here's 11 o'clock at night, and this is when it's starting south of the city. We have some ice. The areas of blue are some snow, the pink are some ice. Then it spreads to the region in the overnight hours. At 5 o'clock in the morning, you've got rain in Dover, rain through South Jersey, right along I-95. It's icy, so you have to be careful if you're traveling at 5 a.m. tomorrow, if you're along I-95 in areas to the north. But watch what happens. Did you see that rain line pull right up to the city? Here's a look at 7 o'clock. When maybe most people are starting to commute, you're already seeing that changeover in Philadelphia. It's raining through South Jersey and Delaware at 7. It's still icy north and west. Shortly after 7, it's raining even in the northwest suburbs. Here's a look at 9 o'clock. It's only the Lehigh Valley that holds on to that ice at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then it all pushes out of here, and it's mostly dry through the afternoon hours. Having said that, looks like we're getting snow showers everywhere right now on Storm Tracker, right? We got our live scans showing some bands of snow. We had talked about this yesterday, that we could see that happening. Trouble is, it's fighting off a lot of dry air. So it's coming across right now as just some flurries here or there, but it's something we're watching closely for what looks like a band of snow moving through the area. So we could get a snow shower today, could get some flurries, but it's just not coming across as much right now. So for now, you're pretty good. Temperatures are around that freezing mark. Wind chills, though, are just in the teens and low 20s. So you need the heavy coat as you're heading out today. So let's talk about what you can expect over the next 12 hours. Temperatures are just around or under the freezing mark over the next few hours in the city. A lot of clouds, even some peaks of sun, but could be a snow shower or some flurries around. At 1 o'clock, it's 35. At 3 o'clock, it's 36 degrees, a lot colder than yesterday's high of 50. At 5 o'clock, it's 35. Here's your exclusive. Oh, let's look at tonight. Tonight, we drop down to right around that freezing mark. It's around 31 in the city and the upper 20s in the overnight hours here. Now, here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. It's cold today. Watch for a snow shower or some flurries around, 36 degrees. Tomorrow, the high is 44, but you've got that wintry mix in the morning. It's ice changing over to rain, then drier in the afternoon. Friday, bright and breezy, 44. Saturday, late day wintry mix. We do it all again on Saturday. The high is 36. Sunday for the Super Bowl parties, looking pretty good. 46 degrees, clouds breaking for some sunshine. It turns colder on Monday. Your high's just 38 degrees. Then we're watching another storm for Tuesday that could bring some snow or a mix to our area, and 36 degrees. So Guys, every couple days, we've got another storm to watch, a parade of storms coming in Chalfont. But you're right at the freezing mark now in Philadelphia and areas south. You're above freezing in Millville and Dover. So temperatures will slowly climb. You see the area of rain creeping up here. So Delaware, much of South Jersey, it's just rain here. You do have a little bit of ice mixing in parts of South Jersey and the city, but it's more of an issue north and west where you see those areas of purple and even a couple of snowflakes mixing in with the sleet out there. So let's look at the timeline. At 7 o'clock in the morning, we have some showers along I-95, still the areas of pink north and west, where you still have some ice. But look how light it is at this point. It's kind of some drizzle at 9 o'clock, but the really only issue for icing at 9 o'clock is north of Reading and Allentown, where in the Lehigh Valley it could still be a little slick, and it all shuts off in the afternoon. So it's very light out there, and the ice accumulations have really dropped from what they were forecasting from yesterday too, but we've got a glaze out there in spots. So some rain and some freezing rain in spots at 7, it's 32. At 11 o'clock, just a few showers in 37. And 42 at 3 o'clock. But Matt, it's hard because you could be driving along one area that's well treated and it's fine. You go to another road and that's when you have the problem. South Jersey, we're around freezing right now, but slightly below it north and west. So that's of greater concern right now as you're heading out the door. And although the problems aren't widespread, we're getting them here and there. And so you're just going to need to use caution as you're heading out. I think the well-treated roads are in pretty good shape. At 7 o'clock, we're sitting at the freezing mark still, but we're above it at 9. It's 34 degrees, just some showers around. I think in the Lehigh Valley, it could still be icy at 9. Everywhere else, you're just dealing with some light rain, and it gets very light, even lighter than it is right now over the next couple of hours. At 10 o'clock, a little drizzle or a shower around in 37. At lunchtime, it's already winding up at 39, and at 1 o'clock, it's 39 degrees with cloudy skies. So we just have the next several hours to deal with the precipitation, but right now it is slick in some spots, especially north and west as you're heading out. So just use some caution. This is just one storm. We do it all over again on Saturday. We have an AccuWeather alert for Saturday night. The daytime is fine. We get some snow showers that start in the evening, and that's not a big deal. But it changes again to kind of an icy mix. Yes, we do. A lot going on in the 7-day forecast. So we'll start with today on Storm Tracker. It looks pretty colorful around here, doesn't it? So the area of green is rain. Everything else is an icy mix with some frozen precipitation mixing in. So right now it's rain in Millville and in Middletown and in Winslow Township here, and in Upper Pittsgrove you've got some freezing rain mixing in Gloucester Township it still could be a little slick. In the city itself, some freezing rain and sleet. The areas of blue near West Goshen here and Upper Euclid Township, you can have some snowflakes mixing in Montgomery Township and Allentown as well, but it's mostly north and west where we're dealing with slicker conditions right now. We're sitting at the freezing mark in the city itself, but we're below it in your northwest suburbs. Now, not far below it, it's 30 degrees. You're 2 degrees below. So what that means is you could be driving on an area that's well treated, you're completely fine, or if a lot of cars have been on it, you're fine there. Then maybe you go to a side street or an overhead or maybe a sidewalk that's not treated and it gets slick. So you do need to be careful out there and use some caution. Let's look at the timing of this. So by 8 o'clock, we've got some showers through the region, and it's only really a concern far north and west in the Lehigh Valley by 8 o'clock in the morning. And you can see how it lessens up a little bit, even more so than it already is. At 9 o'clock, it's only really near Allentown where you've got a little bit of icing here, and it's all out of here around the lunchtime hour, and the rest of the afternoon may feel a little damp, but it's drier and mostly cloudy. So temperatures hovering right around the freezing mark in the city. Still could be some slick spots here, but it's really more north and west. By 9 o'clock, most of the region above freezing. It's 34 degrees. I think the only issue then is the Lehigh Valley. And then by 11 o'clock, it's 37. We're wrapping up with the showers. The afternoon, low 40s with some peaks of sun coming in. And then in the overnight hours, we stay above freezing. So that's key too. The overnight low, 39 degrees, partly cloudy skies. It's dry tonight. Shall we do it again with another storm on Saturday? So Saturday evening, here's a look at 5 o'clock. We get some light snow showers, but very quickly changing to an icy mix. It's more of an ice to rain situation. So Saturday at 9 o'clock at night, it's icy out there. So be careful as you're driving Saturday night. And then some rain showers take over overnight, and we're dry by Super Bowl Sunday. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day forecast. I kind of warned you about this yesterday. It looks like every couple of days we get a storm. It's that kind of pattern coming up. So this one's on the way out, and although it wasn't a very large one, we did see that glaze of ice in spots, so you need to be careful. We have that AccuWeather alert for the morning. The afternoon is drier, no problem, and 43. Tomorrow, a gusty wind, 44 for your high. It's nice and bright, but it's going to feel colder with that wind, feeling like the mid-30s. Saturday, it's cloudy and cold with a high of 36. You're dry during the day. It doesn't start happening until the evening hours. You get some snow showers, but we have the AccuWeather alert for the nighttime when it turns icy, so watch for that Saturday. Sunday, turning brighter, pretty nice and 42. Monday, mostly cloudy skies and 36. Tuesday, we do it again with the